Warning. The Drunken Peasants podcast is full of comedic exaggerations, independent thought, insensitivity, and other offensive content. We strongly urge all viewers and listeners to keep their brains in their skulls throughout the entire duration of this podcast. Failure to do so will result in immediate death. If you wish to support this podcast, there are several ways to do so. First, you can sign up for a free audiobook trial at audibletrial.com/drunkenpeasants. Audible is the foremost seller of audiobooks today with hundreds of thousands of titles to satisfy all manner of tastes. Second, if you shop on Amazon.com, please use the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of this video. Every purchase you make helps to support this podcast's existence. Third, please peruse our merchandise and see if any of it strikes your fancy. We sell a lot of t-shirts, so we must be doing something right. One more thing before I go. To make an official submission to the Drunken Peasants, whether it be a video for one of our segments, or fan art, or a picture of you wearing one of our shirts, or anything you think we might want to use on the show, that stuff needs to be sent to the Drunken Peasants Facebook inbox. Please do not send correspondence, as this will be deleted unread. With all that shit out of the way, it's time to begin the show.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants Podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Hey man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck are you talking about, atheist? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be live.
You're garbage, TJ.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
Hello and welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 255. 255.
No, man.
Yeah, man.
No, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Shut up, fucking intro shit.
So, yeah.
P. Pech. Lame.
Episode
Lame.
255.
Lame podcast. This episode sucks.
Yeah.
255 is shit.
No, it's pretty good.
Yeah. 2 + 5 + 5 = 12.
Illuminati!
Ooh.
Illuminati.
12, there's a 1 and a 2. 1 + 2 = 3. How many sides of a triangle are there? 3. Yeah. Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, you know. You know the truth.
Quick announcements. Drunken Peasants meetup.
Oh, yeah, we're meeting up in Toledo, Ohio.
Yes.
The murder capital of America.
No, that's not true.
Well, whatever. 102 people going. Why aren't you coming?
Yeah, 102. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good, but this venue holds 200 people.
Yes.
There's room for double
Let's
the amount.
fill this motherfucker up.
We want to fill this son of a bitch to the brim. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be bands, maybe.
Yeah. 131 people interested.
Yeah, come on, interested faggots.
People are like, why is it on a Sunday? It's like, dude, it's a weekend. Get over it.
Why is it on a Sunday?
Go to fucking work with a hangover, you know.
Yeah, man up, bitch. Grow a pair of balls.
Link in the description, RSVP, invite all your friends that are nearby.
Tell your friends to come.
Yeah, tell them to come.
Tell them to come.
Oh. Check it out. All ages.
Drunken Peasants fan meetup. Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's get fucking
Fat
Zigo.
fuck on there. Fatty McFatterson on the fucking phone. Disgusting. Disgusting old Paul.
Round as a ball.
I find him appalling.
Ha!
Yes, indeed.
Paul's ego. If he's talking, I can't hear him yet.
Yeah.
I probably have to turn him up.
You gotta turn him on.
Yeah, I'll get that. I'll get that situation.
I'll get that
Individual.
situation with that individual fucking taken care of.
All right, Paul, how about now?
Testing 1 2. How do I sound?
You sound fine.
You sound sexy. You sound sexually attractive, Paul.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's what I'm shooting for.
Good. Your dog is cute and in the background.
Yeah. Yep. That's
Yeah.
what he does. That's what he does for a living. I basically figured that out. Like, his job is to be cute. Because if he wasn't cute, I wouldn't tolerate him turning my money into shit.
into shit.
So what if he gets real ugly? You guys should throw him in the dumpster at that point.
I can't imagine how that would happen. He'd have to get some sort of gangrenous, like, hair loss disease and just become this patchy fucking piece of shit. I don't know how that would happen. He's too cute, dude.
Yeah, he is pretty adorable.
Oh my fucking god. I'm sorry to everyone for what I'm about to do. Okay?
Oh my god, are you sure about this, Ben?
I mean, I have to.
Dun, 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 dun. The demon of DP, Egghead, the hateable. Everyone hates Egghead.
What are you gonna do?
He's a piece of fucking shit.
Yep.
He's a try-hard piece of shit.
I can already hear the subreddit going ape shit now.
Yeah, Egghead's out there. Fuck him. Fucking. Does anyone else hate Egghead? 5,000 replies. Yes, I too hate him. He disgusts the very core of my being.
Yeah, Egghead, what do you want to say to your detractors? Do you have a message for any of them?
See you at the New Orleans meetup, motherfuckers.
Oh,
he's calling you guys out. You can come there and try to fuck up Egghead.
By the way, we will definitely, well, I hope, have a set date and location for the New Orleans meetup on Friday's show.
I bet you won't, because you are an incompetent piece of shit. TJ.
I'm actually I'm talking to 3 different venues right now, and it's going to be one of the 3, but it just depends on who's going to cut me the best deal.
He's wheeling and dealing.
I'm trying to make a deal. I'm a businessman.
Really? Are you Trump 2.0 now?
I'm better than Trump. I'm richer than Trump. I have better friends than Trump.
But you ain't running for president.
He's not even old enough to run for president.
Yeah, I'm not old enough to run for president.
Yeah, you got to be 35.
I got to be 35 to run for president.
Oh, yeah, you're not
I'm not 35. Not 35 yet.
What
then again, who is going to ID the president?
What are you drinking, Coke?
No, some kind of faggot shit.
Cane cola.
So you've never drank beer before, right?
That's true.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with you?
I know, like
everything.
Aren't you just like curious? I mean, like I can understand some people, they don't like the feeling of being drunk, so that's fine, but weren't you just like curious what it tasted like and just like tasted it once?
Bi-curious.
Oh.
Yeah, just I'm up for it. I'm ready to fucking do it now. I'm 22 fucking years old, so let's fucking do it.
Wow. Paul, you're gonna have to like hold Egghead's hair back while he vomits.
Yep. Yep. I have a feeling Egghead
stare
and I are
upon
gonna
your
be...
adopted child there, Paul.
I know.
Paul, you dropped your ball. Where's your glasses at?
Oh shit! Oh,
damn, Egghead! Damn.
Who is this? Who is this Egghead? Is this a new improved Egghead?
I don't know.
No, it's not.
What is he trying to suggest?
No, it's just the same old cringy motherfucker. I may have a new channel, but who gives a fuck?
You got a new channel?
Yeah, it's literally titled Egghead.
What happened to Crazy Pain 60, whatever it was?
That guy was a faggot.
Yeah, that old version of me is dead and gone. He's never coming back. Or will he? Who knows? I don't know.
Now it's all about the egghead.
Yep.
You don't look as egg-headed as you used to.
That's because his hair got longer.
I can still see the egg though.
Yeah. I want him to shave it.
I want to dip it. I want to get one of those little Easter egg things and like dip his head in one of the dyed vats. Let's pull it out all bright and
Let's
pretty.
hold him down and shave his fucking head when we see him.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Fuck yeah. I'll bring a razor.
Fuck that, dude. No. Give it. I want to see Page Boy Egghead, dude.
Oh my
That's what I
god!
wanna see.
All right. At this point, you just have a page boy fetish. You want to
dude,
see everyone as a page boy.
That hairstyle intrigues me on a level that I just can't explain, dude. I do not understand it, but I wish to be a part of it in some way.
It turns him on in so many ways.
Page boy egghead. No man, I want to shave his head. Dude. I want to shave his head and draw some Easter shit on it.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'd say that'd be the perfect idea for Easter of next year.
Or Halloween. Either one.
True.
You may say no now, Egghead, but you've never drank before, and you're coming to New Orleans to drink with us.
Yes.
I was in New Orleans last year. I was in New Orleans in 2014. So I've been there before.
You ain't there to drink though, bitch.
That is true.
This time you drinking. It's different.
I'm scared.
You're gonna die, Egghead.
My
fucking
little,
die.
my little old heart can't take it.
You're gonna die. It's gonna be fun though.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna jerk off on your corpse.
Oh,
I meant for me. Egghead's dead. It's Atlantic City all over again. Let's jerk off.
Fuck off, dude.
God. That's horrible.
Oh yeah. Rape, Egghead's corpse. Rape it all day long.
Egghead is dead. Long live Egghead.
No, Egghead is dead. Long may he remain dead.
Oh,
Damn.
That's mean.
Sorry.
Damn.
I've never been a nice person. I try, and I try, but I fail and I fail over and over again for all time.
Well, at least
For
I
all
get
time.
to take a picture of you before I die.
Yeah, you can take a picture of yourself on your knees looking up at me as you're about
Before
to
you're
suck my mighty dick.
Mighty.
Hey, you can't judge it by its size alone, Ben. It's a strong cock.
Maybe I should be the one that finally brings a fucking banana to the meetup.
Finally? What are you talking about? People bring those all the time to
people
the
bring them all the
meetups.
time?
Yeah, it's like one of the most
Oh.
common things to do.
Oh, then never mind then. Maybe I'll just bring food fight.
Usually I just lodge them up the person's ass that brought them, so...
Oh, God.
I'll
TJ,
just,
when you
I'll
said
take it
your
as an
dick was
invitation.
mighty,
Yeah.
did you mean mighty like a dust mite, like M-I-T-E-Y?
No. I meant mighty like Mighty Mouse, bitch. You don't judge Mighty Mouse by his size. You don't judge Yoda by his size. Fuck that shit. My dick has ancient wisdom in it.
What? Ancient wisdom.
My dick is wise beyond its dickly years.
Your dick
It's a
is so
wisdom
powerful it's
injector.
able to levitate a neck swing.
Oh, God. You really are cringy, dude.
I don't care.
All right.
He levitated X-Wing. Ah! It's like, bad, Egghead. Bad. Something.
All right. We're not doing a random one. We're going to go ahead and read the
Eggheads.
Egghead
Oh, my God.
article from the DP Wiki.
Wow.
Not to be confused with the egg bitch. God damn it, Egghead. That's your quote.
Yep.
Colton Payne Simpson, a.k.a. Crazy Payne 93, or more commonly Egghead, is a YouTuber and fan of the show. He was dubbed Egghead by TJ because of his oval-shaped head, and he is often made fun of by the peasants.
Yep.
Egghead often sent video questions to Ben before the segment was officially retired. He also sent the peasants gifts for their fan mail segment, including a shit movie his family made. Shit
That
movie
was
doesn't
the
even
first
begin to
one.
encapsulate it. Despite the teasing, Crazy Payne returns almost every show. He seems to enjoy the taunting he gets. He may have a form of Stockholm Syndrome. On Drunken Peasants, Egghead is most well known for sending the peasants questions frequently early in the show's history. Strangely, the videos eventually stopped coming in, and it was presumed he was hospitalized due to a rogue seahorse attack. After a long hiatus from the show, Crazy Payne made his return with 2 new questions for DP. The questions were filmed outdoors in the middle of the night, probably because Egghead was burying a dead body. The first one was asking if the peasants believed there would ever be peace, world peace, and the other one was about TJ would fuck a banana with hot sauce on it. The peasants said no to both. In June 24th episode, Egghead asked DPP what they will do on their summer vacation. Scotty responds with sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Hell yeah.
Recently, Egghead has been sending the DP gifts for their mail segment. The worst gift he ever sent was a copy of his father's newest Western Canyon Trail. It's safe to say that the peasants still hate him for doing that. It is safe to say.
Yes.
Yep.
On February 25th, 2016, Egghead finally became a $100 patron. It's only a matter of time until Egghead makes his grand date. Well, you've already done it
Yeah. What is
Yeah.
several
that?
times. It's out of date. Update this article, DP Wiki, you lazy cunts. Rumor has it that he enjoys hentai. Sorry, is that true?
Not a rumor.
It says this is not a rumor. Wow, neat. It's not exactly known what type of egg Egghead's head is. A shit egg. Egghead Did not make an appearance on DP, blah, 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 blah. He has voice his support for the DP Wiki via his Twitter. Yeah. Strong hatred for the vigilant Christian. Whatever. Who cares?
He jacks it to cartoons. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I do, too. It's all good.
You're such a
And
fag.
now we know.
You're a faggot. Time to learn something. We learned about Egghead.
Yep.
He's a cunt.
Oh, that's no. Come on, fuck you.
He's a cunt.
He's a cunt. That's what I got out of that.
Yep.
It should just. There shouldn't even be an article. It should just be like, he's a cunt. That's it.
Yep.
Egghead. He's a cunt.
Yeah.
End of article. No more is needed.
Well, oh well. Who cares a fuck about me? No one.
No one.
No one.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck. Everyone hates me. I'm the worst guest ever.
Yeah.
I proudly fucking admit it.
Okay. Good for you, Egghead. Good for you, buddy. All right, what's up?
Own what you are, man. You gotta own it.
And I do.
Own it. Troll.
Egghead, if you're gonna be a shitty guest, I want you to be the best shitty guest ever.
I will, Paul. I'll be the worst guest ever every single time I'm on every single month to make the DP Wiki hate me every single motherfucking time.
There you go.
Good. Good. You're really bad at swearing.
I don't care.
I don't care. I'm Egghead. Motherfucker. Yeah.
Me and my nasally voice.
I'm Egghead, bitch. Why do people hate me? All right. Anyway, what's the troll or not a troll? Is we're gonna do it?
Yeah. Speaking of cunt.
Shooter here.
Oh, God.
I got a fucking message for the fucking drunken peasants, okay? Number one, you don't fucking make a good show. You don't fucking say...
He's wearing a Michigan State hat because he's a piece of shit. Just want to point that out.
Yeah.
Duke, Michigan.
What?
Yeah.
Nuke it.
Send his ass over there and build a wall around it.
I want you to say you don't fucking cover the shit. I want you to fucking cover, okay? That's bullshit. That shit's done. You're gonna do what I fucking want from now on. I'm a fucking fan. You do what I say. You understand? Okay?
Put a shirt on, dude. Put a shirt on.
It's pretty fucking simple, okay? Look in my fucking eyes. Do what I say, bitches. Okay? I want you to fucking cover serious news stories and give a serious fucking analysis of them, because I always go to fucking 3 fat fucking stoners for my fucking news coverage for some reason. It's inexplicable.
Did he call me fat? Fuck you, dude.
Maybe he's talking about Scotty.
It's not important. What is important is just what I want, and you're gonna fucking do it. Do you understand me? Do you have a problem with this? Because Paul turned down my fucking challenge. Ben turned down my fucking challenge. Ben, I'm still waiting to fucking golf you, Ben. Where you at, Ben? Bring your driver.
I'll fucking golf, like literally golf you. Like I will use my driver to beat the shit out of you, dude. You're done. You're done.
Ben's violent today.
Jesus.
Fucking shooter, dude.
Yeah.
Ben's angry. Yeah. Ben's an angry man.
Let's go, Ben.
With an angry plan.
Either do what I say, or the fucking whole internet knows you're bitches, okay?
Yeah.
Because this video here is gonna get at least 100,000 views. Fucking drunken peasants. Fuck them. Pussies.
Pussies. Yeah.
Danger troll.
Good old shooter.
God, what a piece of shit.
Good old shooter.
I remember, like, he said, I can't remember exactly what happened, but I remember I, like, booted him from the Hangout.
Yeah, it was funny. I laughed and jerked off.
I wasn't there for that hangout, unfortunately. The hangout was egghead free for that one.
Everyone was thanking us for that, too.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe we should have a perk where if you pay a little more, you get into the Hangout where Egghead's not in there.
Yeah, like the no Egghead Hangout. Just $20 more. People will pay it. People will pay it just to avoid you.
Yeah.
Dude, since you and Shooter are so hated, you guys should do like a show together. Shooter and Egghead.
It's like,
no
yeah.
hits at all.
They're like the new
People
odd
would love
couple.
it. People will love it, dude. Two wrongs do make a right.
Oh my god.
It's
All
the
right.
Shooter and Egghead show where we could lift up a whole X-Wing.
Fuck you. God damn it, Paul.
Lift up the X-Wing! Lift up the
X-Wing! Give me more. Give me more.
Lift up the X-Wing!
You know, like if you contract the S foils, then the X-wing will be easier for you to use the Force to lift it with.
Ah.
You got any more? You got any more?
No, not right now. Maybe later.
All right.
Individual situation. Check out that beautiful asshole.
God.
The individual Brett Keane segment situation.
Beautiful. So beautiful. It makes me feel things I haven't felt in years.
Here's a very recent video of Brett's. It's "Do I Still Believe in God?" So what phase are we in right now, Paul?
I don't even fucking know anymore. Like,
really? You don't know?
It's vacillating I don't know, dude. He's an atheist one day, he's a non-believer, now he's a believer, now does he still believe? I don't know, dude. He's in some new phase of like hyper switching back and forth between things.
What world are we are when Paul doesn't even know what Brett Keane is now?
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I'm an atheist. And then the other days of the week, I'm either a Christian or agnostic, depending on my mood.
Is this an old video of his?
No.
No, he's going back to this.
He's just going back to this intro, that's all.
The final Jesus.
Wow. A golden fucking voice. Sing us a tune.
The final Jesus. I'm Egghead. And I really suck. I'm Egghead. Please shoot me in my head until I'm dead. Yeah.
Wow.
This is Dawn Keene, Brett Keane's wife.
Dawn
Just wanna
Keene,
let you
Brett
know,
Keane's
ratings
wife.
are available,
I actually
but the
take
ability
that
for you to
disgusting
view the
fucking
ratings has been
manatee
disabled.
seed in my
Comments are on
wretched
public.
whore's body.
So be nice, and you'll be approved.
No.
God bless and have a wonderful
No one's
day.
going to be friendly. Just die.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
My name is Brett Keane.
Yep. Yep.
There's many people out there that have been wondering if I'm an atheist or if I believe in God.
No
one wonders or cares.
Not very many people, and no matter what you say, the people that do wonder, most of them probably will still question it.
It's not gonna. It's not like you can provide any resolution on this fucking thing anyway. Because I mean, like, whatever you say in this video, you'll be saying something different in a day or two, or week, month at most.
And to be honest with you, I'm still open to the idea of God.
Okay.
We live in a world where mankind is convinced, at least some people are, that we live in a universe that has almost supernatural origins, that somehow an energy source came out of nothingness, out of non-existence, and created 200 billion light years of space, time, nature itself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if anyone's gonna get to the fucking heart of these matters, it's gonna be Brett fucking Keane, dude.
Yep.
You know, if there's ever gonna be a person that's gonna come up with the insight that gives us a whole new fucking vantage point as to our place in the cosmos, it's definitely going to be the fucking manatee, dude.
The Keenster.
Yeah. All these years I spent debunking Christian arguments on YouTube, and I'm ready to unveil the truth of the universe. It were God what done it. There we go.
I'm talking about everything around you. We ourselves have become like gods. We are able to manipulate matter and energy.
You know, not you really. I don't see much godlike about Brett Keane. Maybe you kind of embody the duplicity of Yahweh or something. I don't know.
And be able to.
I guess if Brett Keane was a god, he would be a lot like the God of the Old Testament, you know? Always contradictory in his desires and shit. One day he wants a bunch of people dead. Next day he's like, you love each other. Come on. No killing. Kill those people. They don't believe in me. It's like, getting mixed messages.
Invent and create things. And when it comes to the time period of the universe, how long it exists, how long the planet itself has existed, we are actually very young. We're a very young life form compared to the time scale of the universe. So knowing this, I don't have a hard time wrapping my head around the concept that if somehow life forms like ourselves came into existence, whether we came from a primordial soup or you believe that we came from a creation account of some specific religion out there, the idea is no matter how you look at it, everybody in a way is right. We came in.
No. No. Everybody is not right. It doesn't even make sense. If any one religion is right, then every other religion is automatically wrong. They might be right about some things. Like, if it turns out there's a God, then they might be right that there's a God, but when they say God believes this, this, and this, they might be totally wrong. He might actually believe the opposite, as some other group has said. So, no, they're not everyone's not all, we're not all right. Maybe the answer is everybody's right.
Into existence, we've adapted over time. We've evolved and...
Oh, did we evolve again? Neat.
Yeah. I mean, I could have swore that, like, 2 years ago when Brett was first on our show, he tried to disprove evolution.
Yeah.
It was a lot more recent than 2 years ago that he was, like, doing the whole, like, was your granddaddy a fucking fish? Do you have gills? Do you have a fucking... Are you a fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. But now we evolved again. Neat.
He's come full circle.
He's been doing like figure eights for fucking years now.
Certain way, whether you want to say on a psychological level. Some of you might even be convinced that we actually at one point in time came from a physical property. Okay. Like a primordial soup, an ooze that came out of the ocean.
Ooze. We were ooze, you guys.
That's the secret of the ooze. Secret of the fucking ooze.
And then evolved from many different species of creatures into the Homo sapiens that we are today.
What? We evolved from many different types of creatures? What? I mean, I guess... I don't know.
Whether you believe in a god or not, that concept is controversial. That is extremely crazy when you think about it. The idea that somehow these little fucking bubbles appeared out in space and then took upon physical properties and became planets. Bubbles. And that there's literally billions of stars even farther on than we can imagine. And so,
in the beginning, there was bubbles.
Bubbles and the space. And the bubbles, they became planets. Oh my god.
And then there was a huge pop.
Cosmology filtered through the mind of Brett Keane. You gotta love it.
Somehow we just came into existence. Because the universe and all of its patterns and all of its properties came into place in a coordinated, symbiotic relationship with everything around us, including our environment. And here we are today.
Okay, but the end result was you. So, not really that impressive.
So if you believe that, if you're actually convinced that there's other life forms in the universe, And you're also convinced that you're a life form that came from a less complex organism for billions of years, 4.5 billion years of the Earth, then you really shouldn't have any kind of difficult time imagining that if there's one universe and there's many universes, and that would be the multiverse, and that there's been literally trillions, perhaps even unlimited amount of life forms that have existed. And the ones that are older, the ones that have learned how to survive, the ones...
Yeah, in one of those alternate dimensions, you might even still have a YouTube career. You never know.
Yeah, Brett Keen's bigger than PewDiePie in an alternate reality.
Some world where people are like, yeah, I'm gonna go check out some Keen Star videos.
Yeah.
Just listening to this like meandering fucktard wander his way through a video. I don't know why I've spent so much of my life doing it. Like watching this video makes me sad for the amount of time I've spent watching Brett Keen, because it's just like, I can't even fucking do it, because it's just like he just touches on things like, if there's one universe, then there's many universi. That's the multiverse. You know, like, what are you even talking about? What's the topic of this video? Bubbles, and then ooze, and then the multiverse. So God, right?
learn how to transform and manipulate matter. They have what would be the power
more than
of
meets
God,
the eye.
the attributes.
It sounds like he
Autobots
is
wage their war against
We don't
the
know
evil
what's beyond this
forces of
universe.
the Decepticons.
There are no boundaries. As far as we know, there is no limits, there's no walls. This just goes on forever. And we already can see somewhat, we've got a little bit of a taste of the code work and the structure and how life can come into existence, at least in our hemisphere.
Hemisphere?
Hold on, what?
Our hemisphere?
I mean, there's two... What?
Just don't think about it. Just don't think about it.
Life exists in both hemispheres.
I think he just means our planet, I guess.
Does he mean like the habitable zone?
Yeah,
like,
maybe. I don't know. The Goldilocks zone? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what he's talking. I don't know. He's crazy. Who knows? Who fucking even knows?
So knowing this, believing that there's some kind of figure or entity out there that might have been involved in the matter and energy, life, and light as we know it, is not that controversial.
Okay.
Not really. So that's why I'm open to the possibility of there being a God.
You know...
he's a God believer now.
You know, I was watching this and I'm like, what the fuck is different about this video? I realized he's actually sitting up and he's not like laying in a bed.
Yeah.
He's still in a very dimly lit room.
Yeah, way better light is required here.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just don't understand. Like, Brett, like, do you have lights in your house or what? Did you forget to pay the power bill? What's going on here?
He had to buy kitty litter.
Uploaded this
I
on his
completely
generator.
understand why many of you out there have a problem with religion. I understand why it is that you get disappointed and you feel disrespected. And you also feel like there's psychopaths out there, con artists, people who lie about faith healing, people out there who kill in the name of their particular ancient religion. I get all that. I understand that. But that for no reason is an excuse or justification on why you shouldn't be open to the idea of other entities.
Brett, if you thought you could make $1 as a faith healer, you would do it. All right?
Yep.
So don't act like, oh, these faith healers out there, you know, they're a bunch of lying scammers. It's like you would do that in a second. No one even doubts for a moment that you would do that if you thought it would be lucrative in even the slightest degree. Just let me lay my hands upon you, and now you're healed.
I just want to convince people to let me lay my big warty hands on them.
I'll just tell them Jesus is in the wart.
I hear the phrase all the time that God doesn't make mistakes. Well, I'm sorry to say that Brett Keane is God's one fucking mistake.
Not his one mistake, but it is a mistake.
Every mistake.
Other
Jesus.
forms of life. Just because we have a certain ethical structure or background, just because we have it in our head on what we think is right and wrong, just because we live in a certain environment where we need certain things in order to exist, this doesn't dictate that other life forms couldn't live in other environments or even live out in space itself. You know, science has already shown us that there are some life forms that actually live out in fucking space that are defined as life. But not all life forms do.
Oh my god.
This is
oh my god.
Droning, meandering, awful, horrible, unwatchable.
This is hideous, dude. This is fucking hideous. This is painful. Every moment of this is just like grating on my fucking nerves. Like, oh my god, get to some kind of fucking thing resembling a fucking point. Oh, God, you suck. How can you be this bad after so many years of making YouTube videos? How can you, I mean, like, how? Like, you'd think by accident you'd make some good shit, you know? By accident you'd fucking stumble upon some sort of interesting point, but no. No, never once.
In this video, I'm going to give an imbecile's eye view on modern philosophy. Like, oh, God, just touch on buzzwords that you've heard on the internet. Multiverse. Primordial soap. I remember that one because I like soap. Oh, fucking dunderhead, dude.
Our soup of the day is the primordial. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Oh.
Brett, go back to eating your mac and cheese.
Yeah, like Brett's ever been to a fucking restaurant with a soup of the day. Never mind.
Well, I'm pretty sure Burger King's gonna get like $1 million, or like he's gonna be Burger King's newest customer because
Burger King is too hard for his toothless mouth, dude.
Well, they came out with Cheetos and mac and cheese, or
Yeah,
mac
they
and
did.
Cheetos.
Mac and Cheetos, dude. Yeah, that's like Brett's fucking dream come true.
It's like a Cheeto and it's mac and cheese.
It's mac and cheese inside a Cheeto. It's the ultimate food. Truly, humanity has reached its apex.
What?
We're done with this. It's horrible. It's wretched.
You love it.
We can't tolerate another second of it.
We're not doing since Shooter McGavin told us that he wanted us to do more news stories. I say I'm not doing any fucking news stories.
No
in this
news.
episode.
No news. Fuck news.
So moving
No
on.
DP action news? Oh no.
Shut up.
Okay.
Jesus. Isn't it time for another patron yet?
No, we'll give him like.
Ugh.
Give him a little more time.
All right. I'm not scared today.
We've already seen it once today.
Yeah. This is actually the second Drunken Peasants show we're recording today. Well, we're not recording this one, we're just streaming it. But since we're going to be gone at the end of the month to New Orleans and shit, we're going ahead and recording shows that will play during that time, and we did our first one today.
Awesome.
So this is our second show today. Such fun doing 2 shows a day. I love it. Love it.
Yeah, it's great.
I fucking love it. Ben loves it too.
What's going on, everyone?
Nothing.
Boy, Tommy Sotomayor.
Oh,
My mouth is hurting, so don't say nothing about the way this sounds. I'm gonna give you guys a ride through
This
Dallas
sounds like
as
shit.
I talk a little bit. Now, what I'm gonna talk about is simple. Today, I heard someone tell me that the only reason that the non-black women, like the one that was with John Legend, like black dudes, these celebrities, is
Turn
because
right
they
at
got
the
money.
third exit, then bear left immediately onto I-635 East.
Where is he going?
He's somewhere in Dallas,
Let's
obviously.
just say
'cause
that's
I
great.
recognize that road.
What? He's just driving all over the place. Like, where is he? Like, what is what is he doing in his life right now? Is he just wandering the country, spreading his fucked up retard wisdom wherever he goes?
Must be. His
First off,
wisdom.
it's a scare tactic that is being used against black men. And black men, you are really ridiculous if you're listening to this scare tactic. And black women, you are ridiculous if you're having to scare men into staying with you. You can't tell them you look better than white women. You can't tell them you treat them better than non-black women. So what you say is, well, we actually love you, and they don't. They're just getting with you because you got money. Let me clarify this. Do you think those black women who got with Lil Wayne was with him because they loved him and not money?
I think it's probably just because he was famous.
And money.
Yeah, I mean, money is whatever. I mean, like, no, I don't think any bitch is fucking Lil Wayne and thinking, like, yeah, I'm going to be Lil Wayne's girlfriend now. Like, she had to be pretty much retarded.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let me ask you this. Can you explain to me why is it you'd like for people to believe?
Please turn right at the second exit.
Okay, it's fucking horrendous that your GPS is like interrupting you in your own fucking video.
Yeah, dude. The GPS is actually stealing the spotlight too. It's got more compelling shit to say.
Exit, then bear left immediately.
That black women are somehow just only in love with black men because they're black?
What?
Seriously, somebody make this make sense. And why is it that you never hear those same people say the only reason that black women are dating white men is because white men got money? No woman is dating a celebrity just because that dude
Please
is black,
bear next left.
white,
Oh my
or
God.
other. They're dating them because they're financially stable. And there's nothing wrong with that. To believe that there's this love that black women have for black men, then answer me this. Why there's so many black men in court, child support court, and black women trying to take them for every damn dime they have? If you could, answer that for me. Because that's what's
Bear
going
right
on.
after 2 miles.
That's what's going on with the majority of black men.
I think he's speaking from experience here.
Yeah. There's a very bitter tone to Tommy when he talks about things like child support and shit. I don't know, dude. He just lumps every immediately in his argument. He can't start framing an argument without lumping every person into the same group. Like, this applies to all black women. No black women's with a black man because of love, because they got money. What? Yeah, of course. Some women do marry men for money. Some marry men for love. Some a combination of the two. I don't understand the point.
Oh, he's getting there.
In situations like this with black women.
Situation.
Then let's turn it around. If you believe that, then how many white women are dragging black men through court, robbing them of their money, going up to child support, and asking them for their money? How many black celebrities are going through that right now with white women?
I don't know.
See, the numbers don't even bear out what black women are trying to tell you.
You don't know the numbers.
Yeah.
You don't know the number. You're just guessing. You're just like, yeah, the numbers don't bear it out. Like, what numbers? Have you provided any numbers?
The numbers I done made up in my head. 95% of black women marry for money. I just pulled that out of the fucking ether. And the numbers don't add up.
But you guys will listen anyway. And the sad part is, I've heard black men repeat it. She only wants you because you got money.
Does Tommy drive like really fucking slow? I see a lot of people passing him, dude.
But let me point something out to you. Y'all only watch my videos or the black women that I'm currently fucking. Do you think they be fucking?
Look, all the cars ahead of him are pulling like way
Hey,
ahead.
dude, he's just cruising, man.
Me if they
All
thought I
right.
was broke? No. Do you think that I'd be driving the car that I'm driving if I was broke? No.
You can probably know it's a rental. I mean, you know.
Plenty of broke ass fucking people have cars they can't afford and shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
So, would I be living in the house that I'm living in?
Do you even have a house? Everything we've seen from you for the last however long has been from the road. You've been on the road for like weeks now.
Or any of the things. Money allows you to do a lot of things. So why is it that black women try to make money seem bad when they're not getting it?
Black women try to make money seem bad when they're not getting it. Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
What are you fucking
Just
talking
no.
about? What are you talking about, Tommy?
Just
Tommy,
no.
like what is even going on in this video, dude?
You wouldn't have the kind of weave you have in your hair.
They're right after 1 mile onto Lyndon B. Johnson Freeway.
You don't have the kind of weave you have.
The argument is ridiculous on its face.
I agree with that if you're describing your own argument.
But it should let all of you know how desperate black women have become to the point of where they have to shame you into not liking someone of the other race in hopes that you date them, because they don't tell you about the qualities that they possess that are better than that person of another race. They don't. They just tell you they don't love you if you have no money. Well, I promise you, most of the black men that you see that are successful, they wouldn't love them if they didn't have money. As a matter of fact, the picture was a picture of John Legend and his wife, and I'm going to do a story on that. I just had to quick put this up.
No,
but remember,
you actually didn't have to do this. There's no obligation for you to put up this kind of like shitty video. Like, couldn't you organize your thoughts? Maybe find some, actual statistics to cite. Maybe actually fucking like put some care and effort into your argument.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like being held hostage on like a road trip from hell right now.
Can you imagine being on the road with Tommy and he's just talking this shit the whole
that's what
time?
I mean.
Oh my
Like,
God, just get me out of here.
Just spewing this empty-headed
Stuck.
gobbledygook at you the entire fucking 8-hour drive.
Yeah.
Just
Till you just want to jump out of the car.
Yeah, stuck on the freeway with Tommy while he tells you his theories about black women and money.
It's like listening to Tommy try and sort out why his life is the way it is without blaming himself. That's what every Tommy Sotomayor video is. It's like the black people were against me from the start. Black women just used me because I got money. Child support is a bad thing because I have to pay that. So we'll weave that into my fucking personal narrative.
And anytime white people attack me, it's because they racist.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh my God. Anyone who says anything to you is a horrible monster, and you're just a fucking innocent victim all the time, perpetually, till the end of time. Great.
John Legend's a piano player. John Legend looks soft. John Legend talks soft. Guess what most black women called him? Gay.
Please bear second right.
He's a singer. Like, whatever.
Most black women said John Legend is gay, dude.
Yep.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly sure John Legend could get way more women than Tommy Sotomayor. Like pretty much any fucking.
100% of black women, though, identify John Legend as gay.
Oh,
well-known fact. Remember that poll they did, Gallup poll? Yeah, you remember.
Facts who need facts.
Lane. They didn't talk about him or talk to him like he was a great guy. They didn't. So my question is, if that's the case, why does it seem like when these dudes become celebrities, they're supposed to date the same women that had no interest in them at all?
Turn left after a quarter of a mile onto Coit Road.
I'm listening. Can somebody tell me why is it that all of a sudden these dudes should now only date women who before had no interest in them at all? Literally had no interest.
I would answer that question if the premise even made sense, but it doesn't. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's gibberish. It's nonsense. I mean, what am I supposed to do with it?
Make it make sense? I'm waiting.
I can't make you make sense. You don't.
Yeah.
No, nobody?
Yeah, nobody.
No, nobody can make it make sense?
No.
Nope.
Well, that's pretty cool.
We want to, but we
anyway,
can't.
since you can't make it make sense, What I'm going to do is take this and put it up, and it looks really clear on that video. But I'm going to take this and put it up. They're going to take my teeth out, so I'm going to be screwed up. I'm really surprised the doctors...
Wait, what? They're going to take your teeth out?
Maybe he means his wisdom teeth or something. I don't know. Maybe,
Okay.
maybe
He drove all the way to Dallas to get his wisdom teeth out. What the fuck is wrong with him?
Maybe he's driving to fucking Festus, Missouri to get Brett Keene's dad to knock his teeth out.
No, because Dad only does that one tooth at a time over a period of many, many years.
Kid, I'm going to keep on saying this. It'll feel good. He ain't never seen a 40-year-old man come into his dentist's office with no cavities. Don't have none.
Okay,
But
well, why are you getting your teeth removed?
black women.
What?
I don't know why you feel like you need to give scare tactics to black men. If you were such queens, such beautiful people, there literally would be no reason to go around and stalk people and get mad because they're dating people that you think they shouldn't. But that's exactly what you're doing. So what that tells me...
Who's doing it? Give us examples.
Black women, dude.
Black women.
What are their names?
Every black... Shakisha, Tawanda, Ladasha,
Tasha Laka. Girl, is that you're insecure and that you don't believe any of the crap that you're saying. But that's cool. Anyway, I'm about to put this video up.
Good. It's not advisable.
Stop blaming women for liking men with money, because black women, you only date men with money if you could. Problem is you can't. Or, well, you're suckering these dudes with money into staying with you because you tell them they mama black and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about all these scare tactics that black women are using. Again, I'm Tommy Sotomayor. I'm out.
Because you tell them they mama black.
Tell them they mama black. Okay. Well, rock on. Have fun with that, Tommy.
You know, that's about the quality I'd expect from a video conceived on the fucking freeway and just shot in one take. Just rambling, you know, incoherent, nonsensical, baseless premise.
Yeah, it's fun. Gotta love Tommy.
Spitting dim truth bombs.
All right, so I think it's time to say goodbye to Egghead.
Okay.
You're gone. Fuck off.
See ya.
Go suck an egg, bitch.
See ya in
Fuck
July.
off, Egghead. Goodbye, bitch.
You're gone.
All right.
Oh, thank God he's gone.
Hold on.
Thank God he's gone. Egghead fucking sucks.
I was making that joke about Tommy. I was like, can you imagine sitting next to Tommy on a road trip? And then I was like, well, I'm in the room with Egghead for a show. So I kind of feel the pain.
X-Wings, you guys. X-Wings.
Good evening.
Who the fuck is that?
This guy, he's been on before.
He has?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at him. Where is he?
Oh, hold on. I'll click it on him. So,
fuck is he?
Well, I guess he has to talk.
He was talking.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up? How's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourselves?
Horribly.
Is Egghead still here?
No.
Oh,
We
thank
booted
God.
it.
We kicked him off so that you could come on. Please don't make any X-Wing jokes, all right? No X-Wings.
I wasn't planning on it.
Good.
Yeah, he's only gonna make TIE fighter jokes.
Yeah, a good TIE fighter joke. I honestly, I could use a good TIE fighter joke, but X-Wing jokes, that's played out. That shit's so last summer, man. That ain't no good no more. What's marriage really about?
Yeah, what's marriage really about?
You know,
For the first time ever in the history of our land, Australia.
Hey, is that your dad?
Who, mine?
I was thinking the guest, but you know, it worked for you too, I guess.
He's a little too olive to be my father.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm a little pale.
To change the meaning of marriage.
Maybe your
Redefining
mom is an
marriage
albino,
will
though.
dramatically impact our society.
This is not a simple decision, even though some people think it is.
If passed, this law would radically change how we see marriage, which is the bedrock institution of our society.
Is it?
No.
Is this the Australian version of like one man, one woman shit?
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what this is.
Cool.
I guess maybe I'm biased because the only Australian I've ever known is Beyond Fear, but I just can't imagine like that type of Americanized argument going over well. Like, marriage is the fucking foundation on which our fucking whole society was built. You know, like I don't see that floating over there.
Australians are quite religious and
Are they?
they're pretty fucked actually. They've censored a lot of video games for the stupidest things. Like Left 4 Dead 2, they didn't like the fucking bits blown off of a hand, so they censored it.
Good.
No decision previously made has been more important to our society than this one.
I came out as gay in my late teens. I dived headfirst into the gay community. I became an activist, and if anybody dared to challenge homosexuality, I called them a homophobe or a bigot.
But now I'm a homophobe and a bigot, so it's okay.
I desired a recognized union with my long-term boyfriend. I saw it as my right to be married, especially as we were so committed to one another and were monogamous, something rare among practicing homosexuals.
No, it's not.
Years later, after an amazing life journey, I married an Aussie lady and became a dad.
Wow.
He skipped a pretty important part. Like, he left out the part when he realized he wanted to fuck women. Like, he went from having like a monogamous relationship with a man to all of a sudden knocking up some woman.
Well, you know,
for years of my life,
it's a little known phenomenon called cock fatigue, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, for years in my life, I enjoyed exclusively getting off by having penises put in my ass and or having sexual contact with men. But now I've just had a sudden realization that I like pussy and have a totally love-based child. Like, no, that doesn't happen. So
It does.
you're either
Look, there
lying.
There she is.
Yeah.
She wouldn't exist if he had been continued to be brainwashed by the gays.
On deep reflection, I, and many others on a similar path, have learned that at its core, a committed, eroticized same-sex relationship doesn't have the same components as a marriage, because it can't. It's wholly different.
Ah.
I know what it's like to live both sides of the marriage debate. It's cruel to fool each other that heterosexual and homosexual relationships are equal and the same.
It's cruel, you guys. It's outright cruel. You know, you homos want to get married and fucking be able to visit deathbeds and all that shit. You know.
Deathbeds. Who needs to do that?
It'd be cruel if we let you guys. It truly would be cruel if we let you do that.
Seriously, they're about to die anyway. Why do you want to see them? Come on.
Let their heterosexual family decide their fate.
They're not. To embrace this lie sows further injustice and ultimately deceives same-sex attracted people.
Man, your boyfriend must have done a number on you, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't as monogamous as he lets on. Walked in, found him like blowing the mailman or something. Broke his little gay heart. It's like, that's it. From now on, I'm fucking pussy.
It's not judging people who are same-sex attracted when we uphold marriage. Real love sometimes says no, and always for a greater yes.
Yeah, see? It's that redefinition of love once again.
Yep.
Real love says no to this shit.
This guy's despicable.
It's okay to say no.
It is okay.
Some try to tell us that legally redefining marriage to include same-sex unions will barely change the landscape of our society. After all, homosexual relationships...
Well, we did it here, and it's pretty much same shit.
Yeah, like look at how it changed, you know, America. Look how different we are year to year after passing it.
No one eats cheeseburgers anymore, you know?
Yep.
The family unit's just been destroyed. Children are just stabbing each other on the playgrounds. It's just whatever, man.
Did you say nobody eats cheeseburgers?
Nobody eats cheeseburgers anymore.
Cake shops are inundated with orders of double broom wedding cakes, you know?
Yeah, it's like, bake us a penis cake. We're a good Christian bakery. We're going to sue you for discrimination.
are already present among us. But why have most nations not redefined marriage? And why would
Well, most nations haven't redefined marriage because most nations are, like, still pretty backwards and fucking, like, old world and shit. most of the fucking countries that are progressive have at least fucking got like civil unions or some sort of recognition of benefits.
Australia rush into something so radical without examining all the consequences. We would be foolish to pretend that what happens in private doesn't eventually have a profound effect on what happens publicly.
So, like,
because
this
it's
guy
certainly-
gets to speak on this issue like he's an authority just because he was gay at one point.
One time I had a dick in my ass,
That's what makes him an expert.
Fucking pussies. It's like, yeah, so you know what's what. Great. All right.
Does. Real marriage between a man and a woman.
I used to eat chocolate ice cream, but now I prefer vanilla. Chocolate is evil. I know because I've had it. It's like, okay. You're
Is about
psychotic.
the common good of our society, both now and far into the future, and
Okay.
especially for children.
And then he flapped
We
his
shouldn't
ears and
mislead
flew
people
away.
Who are same-sex attracted. Australia, please don't sell something as marriage when in reality it isn't.
Together, we can open the conversation without hurtful name calling.
Wow.
Together.
Couldn't you
Let's explore what marriage
redub
is
that
really.
audio or something?
Together, let's see how marriage, one man, one woman, is good for our country.
Okay. Well, that guy's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Some-
weird to me that other places have, and they use the same fucking arguments too. Like, let's think about the consequences, none of which I will list here. I will just ominously speak about the possibility of consequences.
There could be consequences. You don't know.
There haven't been in any of the countries that have legalized marriage, but who knows?
All right. Next video. I was told that this person mentions us in this video, so we'll see.
All right. Well.
Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
Oh, it's
the
this
most
fucker.
volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go
been
to
a while.
assholeconsulting.com. Yeah, I
No
am
one's
going
been
to charge
paying
you,
him.
kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Assholeconsulting.com. I'm going to go to his website.
Hey everybody, Asshole Consultant. Late night Cappy. The people have not gone to bed yet, and now it is time to spin yarn while the sun is up, or make hay when the gold is out of the ground, or whatever the hell the old saying was that they said back in the olden days. Hello, asshole, long-time viewer, first-time client. I have taken your advice about voting the right way, voting for people who...
You consider them they're considered clients? Okay. I can't believe
says
that
they pay
people
him.
pay him to make these terrible fucking videos. All right, let's see.
People say that about you too, though.
I don't pay. No one pays me.
Yeah.
I actually get viewers.
That is true.
Asshole Consulting. Want to be lied to? Hire a regular consultant. Want the truth? Hire an asshole. Okay, when you're sick and tired of paying people $400 an hour to spare your feelings and make you feel good, you finally decide you want to start solving your problems. It's time to contact Asshole Consulting. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Make a payment. Payments are accepted via blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to figure out what he charges for this fucking consulting. How it works. Maybe it's there.
He consults your asshole.
All right, here's how you do it. First, you send an email explaining your problem and question clearly and succinctly with enough information to be resolved. Be succinct. He stresses succinctness. You will be charged if you blather on about how...
What?
How are you gonna charge them for blathering on?
Hey, Patreon guest, if you start to fucking blather, we're gonna charge you.
Charge you extra.
So watch your fucking self, man.
2, I will diagnose the problem and provide you with an estimate via email. So basically, you tell him your problem, and then he sends you an estimate. Then you agree on the price.
Are you kidding me?
Then once the funds are received, it says that he charges $200 an hour for Skype
Holy
consultation.
shit.
Wow.
He says, I officially bill out $100 for an hour, but the truth is most problems are resolved within a 15-minute email.
Does he have his credentials listed?
His credentials are just that he's an asshole.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean...
There's some testimonials here. Aaron, thanks so much, man. I never really considered getting a taste before jumping in with both feet. Spot on advice. Thanks so much. Cool. People are satisfied.
Who are pro-capitalist in general. Also in taking as much government money as I can when my millennial shit for brain peers vote in these socialist Bernie Sanders types. As a result, I live a frugal lifestyle on the dole and able to focus on my STEM degree full time. Bravo. Bravo. Bravo indeed. Absolutely. I have a question. Being a Latino male and, quote, disabled, he says Asperger's syndrome. Yeah, really, dude? Really?
Ha! Oh, yeah. He's like, really? Asperger's? Yeah, we know that's fake, man. Come on. It's not real.
Do you really have it? Or are you kind of like the amazing atheist on all of his listeners who just claim they have it so they get the feels? And
I don't remember ever claiming to have Asperger's.
Yeah, I claim that he has it.
I claim I have Asperger's. ASS space.
Delicious.
Burgers.
Delicious.
But no.
I like how he threw that one out there.
The amazing atheist and his retard fans who just claim to have it.
He just insulted all of you guys. So
Asperger's.
Fuck him.
I'll give
you
him
got
this,
to tism, boy.
Everything, like, he looks the part, does he not? Like, if he's branding himself as an asshole, if you saw this dude in public, what would your first thought be? Oh, that guy's probably a fucking asshole. Look at the fucking.
Why are you judging people by their appearance, Paul?
Look at the fucking hair club for men fucking plugs going on.
No, dude.
The fucking mock turtleneck and the
He's got
sunglasses.
Heart of gold. Heart of gold.
Dude, the sunglasses tan. Tell me this is not an asshole.
Heart of gold.
I find myself able to qualify for race-based scholarships and internships that are geared toward non-whites. Like you, I abhor affirmative action. I truly believe in meritocracy. As a result, I avoid such programs and not disclose my race or disability on any application that ask. Do you think I'm doing myself a disservice or not? What is your advice on the matter? Please keep me anonymous. All right, dude. Yeah, you are doing yourself a disservice. Look, I'll say it again. You vote the right way, and then everything else is free game. Okay? That's it. You try to vote to have a meritocracy put in. You try to vote to have some kind of...
Oh, yeah. Dude, you want to have your cake and eat it, too. You understand? Like, you want to be philosophically opposed to all this socialism and shit, but that don't mean you can't get the benefits while it still exists.
Doesn't even make sense. How is a scholarship socialism? That's literally fucking merit. You don't just, you're brown, you get the scholarship. You still have to earn it.
No, you don't. You're a liar. Race baiting piece of shit.
Freedom, free market capitalist economy put in. But if you are outvoted by, in your case, these Bernie Sanders socialist millennial dipshits.
Last I checked, Bernie Sanders lost. So, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Then those are the rules that you're going to have to play by. And you do yourself no service, because they're going to tax you. Look, you're going into STEM, okay? You're going to probably be higher earning than average, and consequently you're going to pay more in taxes. You might as well take as much motherfucking money now, because you're just going to pay it out down the road, regardless of your race. So you take whatever advantage you can. You're gay, you're a Latino, you're whatever it is, you got the DDH, whatever.
What?
It is that you can get more money, you do it.
Yeah.
And you have no guilt because you didn't set up these rules, the other people did. So, not only from collecting welfare or, what are your disadvantage because you have a disability.
Let's see if this argument works literally anywhere else. You're against abortion, so it's your duty begins and ends on voting against abortion. If it's legal, go ahead, man, get aborted. Have fetuses dragged out of you all you want. All you got to do, it's the stupidest fucking argument ever.
Why is the resolution of his video so small? Why
doesn't charge enough?
It's another thing that
charge
lends
more so he can buy better cameras.
Yeah, it lends more credibility to his asshole motif, though.
That's true.
But
is that like a motorcycle jacket behind him too?
Maybe.
Asshole confirmed.
You're Latino. What's the difference? Hey, I'll take welfare, I'll take all these scholarships, I'll take the free cheese. But if it's based on my color of my skin, hell no. No, dude. You voted the right way. You tried to implement the right system. And now, this is why every conservative and libertarian, right, regardless of color, stripe, skin, sexual preference, you should
stripes
fucking ass rape the taxpayer. Absolutely. Get as much money as you can back. Because in the long run, I got news for you. We're the ones doing all the real work, and we're the ones that are going to be paying the taxes. So you might as well take as much money as you can. And the key is to have no guilt, because remember,
you voted the right way. You voted the right way. Just, you know, I love any principle that you could just abandon whenever it's inconvenient. That's always fun. It's just, it makes your principles seem so noble, you know, when you're just willing to be like, yeah, you know, fuck my principles, because, you know, whatever.
Been forgiven, or you have abdicated any responsibility since you tried to vote the right way, and since we live in a democracy, you have no responsibility since the other team won. So yeah, absolutely, dude. I wouldn't lose sleep at night. You're on the right side, but you know, I see $100 bill on the ground. I'm like, whoa, whose $100 bill is this? Fuck that person. We're beyond.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
I don't see a guy that advocates such a duplicitous fucking philosophy losing sleep over much of fucking anything. So, not shocking that you're not losing any sleep and that you're advising other people not to.
Point now. There's no why I should really find out who the owner of this $100. Nope, fuck it. Finders keepers. So, yeah, dude, you are doing yourself a disservice. I would totally go and collect as much as you can from whatever angle you can, as long as you keep voting the right way, because that is the 1 ounce of morality that says, look, I tried to vote the right way, but it still didn't work out. So you, unlike pretty much every leftist, is just nothing more than a cowardly parasite. You know, at least a thief.
Okay, wait. So it's okay to be a parasite as long as you vote against parasitism, but if you vote for parasitism and then you become a parasite, then you're a monster. You're a piece of shit. You're a real turd now.
The real one has to risk their own life and limb coming up to you to get your money. They got to put a gun in your face, or they got to risk a fight with you. They got to take some kind of risk. These wimps, these cowards, they go and they use the government to go and get their money for them. So absolutely, you take as much money as you want. Anyway, best of luck, Tools.
Yeah. Okay.
Scholarships don't come from the government.
That was fun.
All right. Here's some guy talking about the Brexit. It seemed interesting. It seemed like this guy would have a strange opinion. So here it is.
So I get a lot of questions about Brexit. Should the UK stay or should they leave the EU?
Okay.
I'm going to start by talking a little bit about Norway. You see, Norway was asked to join the EU, and we said no in the 70s. And then when the politicians didn't get the answer they wanted, they just waited a little bit, and then they asked us again, right? And we said no again.
Wow, lots of text on the screen.
Yeah.
You know what? This video sucks so far. I'm going to go ahead and skip it. I'm vetoing this video.
Veto.
Yes, I am officially vetoing this video.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Norwegian redneck looking dude.
Goodbye, Norwegian redneck. Have fun.
You had your moment in the sun, but you flew too close.
All right. Okay, this is a weird video. This is someone telling everyone to stop taking psychiatric medications. But the person who is telling us that probably needs psychiatric medication.
Well, yeah. No one says that if they, unless they do.
Hello, my name is Patrick John Coleman.
How'd I
I'm
know?
a shaman in Chicago, Illinois. Sorry, I was listening to Hole. Do you know the band Hole? Do you know the band Hole?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
They suck.
so get off all psychiatric medications.
Were you listening to Malibu?
Now.
No, not a good idea.
Now.
Not a good idea.
Let's shut down the pharmaceutical industry. Let's shut it down. Let's shut it.
They're shivering in their boots. Fucking Pfizer's like, oh shit.
Yep.
Patrick Coleman done made this video. We done.
Down. So the only way to do this is to tell your psychiatrist, okay, so there's something called
Just don't go to a psychiatrist.
Right.
Advocating for yourself. Advocating for yourself. Got it?
Okay.
So,
You're a pretty poor advocate for yourself when you're like, I have several debilitating mental illnesses. I want to refuse medication and encourage others to refuse medication. You're not a good advocate for yourself or others at that point.
Yeah, I noticed like the first time we ever played him on the show, he seemed like a very happy kind of person.
He seems more miserable since time has gone by.
It's crazy.
I never realized when Paul wore sunglasses how often his eyes are just closed. Just like
what?
Paul just closes his eyes for long periods of time. He's like,
the fucking the shit burns my eyes, so I sit and listen for a second, dude.
So Paul's dad glasses, yeah, still around.
It helps, dude. It helps.
get off all be yourself, because the psychiatric medications will not allow you to be yourself. You're supposed to cry. You're supposed to have anger. You're supposed to have all these emotions.
You can still have those emotions on the medication.
Yeah, you're not supposed to like have all of those over the course of every single day, as you so obviously do. You know, not every day should be like, first I was angry, then I was crying, then I was angry again.
Then I was laughing and crying at the same time.
But the pharmaceutical industry has figured out a secret that they can make money off of suppressing your emotions. So, the next time you're at your therapist, God, they are so evil.
And
don't go.
Yeah.
Psychiatrists are evil. They're all evil. They're all evil.
All of them.
Because you're supposed to cry. You're supposed to go through stuff. You're supposed to go through stuff.
The zygos.
So the pharmaceutical industry has figured out a way. Because so you don't want to go through this stuff. You don't want to go through this stuff. Well, I'm sorry, babe, but you gotta go through it. You gotta go through it.
What?
I don't know.
I think he's talking to himself at this point.
It's the go ahead and stay crazy refrain that you hear from a lot of very, very mentally unstable people.
When in all those commercials, like that fucking commercial with the woman with the bathrobe, you're supposed to go through depression. You're supposed to go through phases where you can't sleep. You're supposed to go through this stuff.
Why? Why are you supposed to go through that? What do you mean supposed to? What does that mean? Like, does it make life better or more enriched in any way to go through that stuff? I would say probably the opposite. I mean, everyone does go through that stuff for the most part, but it's not something you're supposed to do. It's nothing of fucking great tangible benefit to you. Yeah, I fucking couldn't sleep for 8 days, and I just cry all the time, and my existence is unremittent agony and pain and despair, and all I can do is just curl into a fetal position in the corner and fucking shake as I think about how doomed I am and how doomed the world is around me. It's like there's nothing about that that's good or useful to fucking yourself or humanity or anyone.
Hey man, remember that time I got so depressed I didn't leave my fucking bedroom for 6 months, man? Yeah, good times, man. I really wouldn't like that time back, man. I wouldn't change a thing about that time. I'm glad I went through that.
So, the pharmaceutical industry wants you to be happy. But they are also halting your progress as a human. They're also halting your progress as a human.
Okay, well, if you're where humanity is going,
he sounds like a Scientologist almost.
Yeah, I mean, like this isn't. No one looks at you and says like, "How can I be more like Patrick Coleman?" No one says that. No one says that.
This could have been cut.
The pharmaceutical industry
industry, right? Think about
what the fuck?
Dude, he's taking a
They make
Paul
money off
pause,
your
dude.
pain.
Wow.
They halt your pain, but they cause you more pain. Hold on, I'm getting.
What?
This is the point where he calls somebody and talks to them. I think
Okay.
we'll just like skip
that.
Yeah. Let's see. You know, this may be like a news-ish kind of story. This is Guam will capsize and tip over into the ocean.
Okay.
And I believe this is some government official saying this.
This is a island that at its widest level is 12 miles from shore to shore, and at its smallest level or smallest location, it's 7 miles between one shore and the other.
Yeah, it's a small island.
Is that correct?
I don't have the exact dimensions, but to your point, sir, I think Guam is a small island.
Very
relatively.
small island, and about 24 miles, if I recall, long.
Right, okay.
So 24 miles long, about 7 miles wide at the least widest.
Right.
It's like, yeah, this was just fucking established.
Yeah.
And you're going on again about the length of the island.
Place on the island and about 12 miles wide.
Your tax dollars hard at
the
work,
widest
man.
part of the island. And I don't know how many square miles.
Oh my God. Jesus, titty fucking Christ. What? Just get on with it.
Do you happen to know?
I don't have that figure.
He just told you he doesn't know.
I can supply it to you if you'd like.
Yeah, my fear is that the whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
What the fuck?
An island. This island has like military bases all over
It's
it.
going to tip over and capsize.
Yes, an island.
An entire island.
In the Pacific Ocean.
Is going to just tip over like it's a fucking boat or something.
What the fuck?
This guy's.
Is this real or is this a troll?
I believe this is real.
I really hope it's a troll.
We don't anticipate that.
Yeah,
the
no
Guam
shit, you don't.
population, I think
possible.
currently about 175,000, and again with 8,000 Marines and their families, it's an addition of about 25,000 more into the population.
The whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
No.
Wow.
I think
This person was elected to a seat in Congress or at some state house or something by people who voted for him.
I think my IQ just dropped.
I voted for the guy that brought up the burning issue of the imminent capsization of Guam due to overpopulation.
We don't anticipate that.
Too many people in Guam, dude. It's gonna tip over. It's gonna tip right the fuck over, man.
Is he on Quaaludes? Like, did he pop a bunch of fucking Quaaludes right before the fucking inquest, and he's just trying to puzzle his way through it? Like, what am I worried about with Guam? It's little, okay? It's little. Too many people on something little, it tip over in the water. There it is. I'm going with it.
Okay, this video is called "A Clarion Call to Action in Defense of Liberty" on July 18th to July 21st, Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
Greetings, my fellow patriots, 3%ers. This is a clarion call to action. I am calling and encouraging.
What a disappointing What a disappointing wet fart of a clarion call. I've never seen such a sad clarion call in my life.
Why is he way off to the side? Like,
I don't know.
To show off that beautiful poster.
Couldn't you step like a little bit more into fucking frame?
Why is he more yellow than the Great Pyramid at Giza, dude? Like, what the fuck?
He's jaundiced, dude.
Yeah. What the fuck is up with this dude?
He needs to consult a doctor.
Military veterans, law enforcement veterans,
law
followed by
enforcement
3%
veterans,
patriots, and what I will now call lone wolf patriots.
Patriots, lone wolf patriots.
I think this guy saying anything he's ever said as a clarion call is on par with Brett calling himself the Stallion.
Hey guys, the yellow lisper here. I just wanted to say Trump is the greatest. It's like,
Yeah, what?
Show up in Cleveland, Ohio for the dates of July 18th to 21st,
Yeah.
as that will be the dates for the GOP convention to be held at the Quicken Loans Arena.
Okay.
I am encouraging patriots and Trump supporters and those that support liberty and freedom to come lawfully armed with lethal and non-lethal weaponry.
That took a quick turn.
Yeah, make fun of his lisp now, guys.
When when you're the color of a fucking Crayola crayon and you have a terrible lisp that you've this is probably his lisp after years of improvement. Like, this guy's gotten made fun of enough. He's not going to be pushed around anymore. Now he's got a gun.
Why am I putting this call out and condoning this? Black Lives Matter, known as Black Lives Matter, has threatened to kill Donald Trump. They have threatened to cause riots.
I'm fairly certain that the Secret Service will be there to protect Trump.
You know what, guys? We can't handle this next Trump gig. Let's get a bunch of slack-jawed idiots to bring guns to the rally and see how that works out. No thanks, dude.
Yeah, Trump will be safe with all these fucking yokels firing semi-autos all around him.
Not to mention, there's no way that Black Lives Matter as an organization issued a statement of like, we're going to assassinate Trump.
Right. I mean, yeah, fuck.
Cleveland and nationwide. It is our sworn duty and obligation.
It's our sworn duty.
For all those like me and many of you who have taken the oath to defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Should the law enforcement personnel in Cleveland and or the National Guard, if they're there, cannot control riots if they break out, or if they're told to stand down, like what happened in Ferguson, and Black Lives, also known as Black Lives Matter, decides to get violent and attack businesses and homes with arson or deadly force.
If that does happen, the last thing in the world that the National Guard or any law enforcement agency wants is a bunch of lisping hillbillies running around with fucking guns. Like, what are you thinking? Look at you and tell me we want like a few hundred of you wandering around a convention with automatic weapons. No, thank you.
We're gonna say thanks, but no thanks on that one.
I'll take my lives with the Black Lives. I'll take my chances with the Black Lives Matter. Thank you.
I could have swore Bruce Willis beat you to death in Sin City. I don't even know what you're doing here.
I was thinking the same thing.
You should answer the call with our Second Amendment. Yes, I am encouraging patriots to come prepared to defend this nation.
Patriots prepared. Got a stutter and a lisp.
Oh God.
Against a domestic terrorist organization supported by the terrorists in the White House, Obama. A domestic terrorist organization
He's not a terrorist. He's the president.
He's the president of the United States of America.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Just pointing that out.
It again has threatened to kill Donald Trump. That has advocated the genocide of all non-African Americans that are white.
Wait a minute.
Okay, you're not. First of all, you're not white. You're yellow. Second of all, Obama has called for the death of all white people.
Yeah, you know how many people would be left in this country if all the white people were gone? There'd be like almost nobody.
Kill all the whites.
We have to kill all the white people.
Kill all those damn whiteys.
There you go. Ben's so good at that.
The bombing of nurseries. They have called themselves, and this is going to be called racist, what I'm about to say, such as the rapper Ted Poe.
The rapper who?
Ted Pole?
Ted Poe?
Ted Pole?
The rapper
Ted Pole? What? What is who?
I have
What
no
rapper?
idea what the fuck he's talking about.
I'm going to call them what they have called themselves. Ted Poe said, quote, and I quote, "We niggas
we niggas
are prepared to start riots should Donald Trump be nominated as a Republican candidate."
Okay.
And Ted Poe, of course, speaks for all black people. He's a leader of the black. He's the leader of the black race.
Let's be clear. Death to Whitey.
Yeah.
We're going to round up the white men and kill them, except for the women. Bring those bitches up to me.
Yeah.
Well, patriots, if the people Ted Poe refers to as himself, niggas, and again, this is the label they have called themselves, decide to get violent and the police stand down and the police cannot guarantee.
Okay, well, if the police stand down and then you start shooting them, like shooting the people that they're standing down from, the police will start shooting you.
Yeah.
I mean,
and rightfully so.
Yeah.
You know, there are multiple layers of emergency management, right? So if the cops can't handle it, their next phone call isn't you. They've got backups and backups for their backups. So you can leave your guns home.
And if the National Guard can't handle it, that's when we turn to disgruntled rednecks.
Yep.
They're our last line of defense.
Safety of American citizens. It is our constitutional and lawful duty to protect
take
those
this guy seriously.
in fear or
no one
danger
does.
or the imminent threat of the serious loss of life and bodily harm.
Yeah.
Again, people, April 18th to 21st, military veterans, law enforcement veterans, 3%ers and patriots, come prepared because this may spark another revolution. It won't be decided if that spark turns into a bonfire by we who love liberty.
Why do all these people want a revolution? I mean, don't they realize like how badly that would fuck everything up?
Yeah, and also, I mean, like, I'm sorry, I just don't feel like fat old white people are gonna be the winners of the revolution.
No. Yeah, no, dude. 200 years from now in history class, they're going to be learning about brave, lispy Yellow Joe. And when he stood in front of the Trump rally and said, "Today is the day we take our country back."
Yeah.
For we will defend, not attack.
Yeah.
We won't act, but
Bullshit.
we will react.
Great.
Again, people, if Obama and Loretta Lynch does not like the message I'm putting in this video, all I can say is this is for you, Obama, and you too, Loretta Lynch.
Who's Loretta Lynch?
Because we will not stand idly by any longer and watch businesses be burned while police stand down. While a domestic terrorist organization commits acts of violence.
Loretta Lynch is the Attorney General.
Oh, okay.
against those that they disagree with. I have no problem if they want to disagree with those of us that support Trump. But they don't have the it is not their First Amendment right to commit acts of violence. Why, even in recent days, a member of Black Lives Matter was arrested with a rifle near a Donald Trump event. Didn't hear about that in the news, did you?
Well,
Yeah,
you're advocating taking guns to Donald Trump's event?
Yeah. It's not part of your fucking constitutionally protected rights to show up to a place where there might be trouble with a gun. Like, that ain't... No.
Isn't that Black Lives Matter guy just exercising his First Amendment rights anyway?
No, his Second Amendment rights.
Second Amendment rights,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And first, I guess.
Yeah.
Nor did you hear that leaders of the Black Lives Matter movement, some of them have been arrested on child porn. And yes, one leader was even arrested for the bodies of 6 white women in his freezer.
Oh, man, yeah.
What?
I tell you what, no Trump supporter's ever been fucking popped for kiddie porn, man.
Mm-hmm.
No, that kiddie porn vote goes all Democratic, man. Nary a
Lives
redneck
Matter.
in the world.
BLM written on the palms of their hand as
Really?
they were in pieces, dismembered in multiple freezers in his home.
Okay, wait.
All right, hold on. Let's look this up.
Let's think about this for a second. Let's not even look it up. Let's just think about it. If there was a fucking serial killer affiliated with Black Lives Matter who carved Black Lives Matter into the palms of his victims and spread their corpses throughout multiple freezers, do you think we might have heard about it in the news?
Nope. The mainstream media won't cover that, Paul.
Here's Snopes.com. On 17 February 2016, the dubious website Now 8 News published an article claiming that police in Los Angeles had discovered a dozen female bodies in freezers in a private residence, and that the corpses all had Black Lives Matter carved into their skin. And it shows a thing of the article. On 18 February 2016, the claim was copied by Empire Herald, where it became 19 bodies. Now 8 News used old photos that had nothing to do with their fake story to illustrate its claims. Empire Herald also used photos from older, unrelated news stories in its version. Neither Now 8 News nor Empire Herald carried a disclaimer warning its readers that their news articles were entirely fictional.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's absolute fiction.
Full of shit. This guy's full of
Make
shit.
national news. So again, people,
Or an idiot.
the Black Lives Matter wants to attack those of us for merely supporting a candidate. Let's answer the call, people. We should not allow and step aside while the domestic terrorists run roughshod over our liberty and freedom. While they burn our flags but don't have the guts to burn one outside of Paris Island in South Carolina. Yeah, the leaders of Black Lives Matter and the members are nothing but a bunch of punk-ass cowards that burn flags in protected areas. I'd like to see them try it again outside of Paris Island in South Carolina. Or how about Camp Lejeune or Pendleton? Try that one. People, stand for freedom. Stand today, because what you don't stand against, you're standing for. Trump, let's make America great again, people.
He's garbage.
Yep. Make
Yep.
America great again.
Yep.
Good old T-Rump.
All right, this. Let's see whose video this is. Oh,
Want to know
shit.
why? Ask how.
It's Howard.
Howard the Humongous.
Whoa.
Let's see if you agree with what he's saying here. This is his take on Brexit and the Trump catastrophe. That's what that's what it's called.
Okay.
Have you watched this?
No.
Exit from the European Union could cause a global economic crash. Why? Economies thrive on trade. Trade means I create something that you need, you create something that I need, and we exchange. We trade. We do it via money, and we do it even when we are continents
I'm
apart.
lost. I don't get it.
Really?
How to trade? I don't get all this trade talk. No, I'm fine.
Think of the goods that you wouldn't be able to buy if they were not made in China, Taiwan, Japan, and Bangladesh. Your cell phone might cost twice as much, pricing it out of your range. Your laptop might cost twice as much too, and your shirts, blouses, and pants could be twice the current price.
Everything just
You'd have
doubles.
to make do with less. In the process, your power...
Did his stomach just growl?
Yes. Does he have a dog?
No. I don't think he does.
...would be diminished.
Howard, you need to eat more, buddy.
A lot. Your powers to text, to phone, to Facebook, to wear clothes that project your personality, and to do productive work. Does that mean we should give up on American industry? Not at all. It means we should invent and expand new industries.
Looks like he's reading.
Yeah.
It's so weird because he's pretty good at speaking extemporaneously.
Which is exactly what we've been doing. We've created Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn, not to mention Tesla and SpaceX. And those industries have thrived in part because of, guess what? Global markets. Trade. Britain is pulling out of the second biggest trade zone in the world, the European Union. Britain is leaving a trade zone with more buyers than there are in the entire United States. Far more. What's more, Britain is pulling away from the market that buys more British goods than any other market in the world. In the past, the United Kingdom has attracted factories and businesses from places like Asia precisely because...
I mean, at this point, they've already voted to leave. I mean, it's really just like there's really no need to speculate anymore because we're just going to see what it's going to do. We're going to see what's going to happen. Are all the prices of their goods going to double? Are they going to have a hard time making good trade deals now that they're independent of the European Union? I mean, possibly. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Because it is a part of the European Union, and because goods manufactured in the United Kingdom can be sold without tariffs all over Europe. For example, in 1989, Toyota invested $2.2 billion and built 2 factories, one in England and one in Wales. Those factories employ 3,400 people. The possibility of using factories in England, Wales, and Ireland, all parts of the United Kingdom, to sell goods without tariffs to the European Union is about to disappear. And many of the factories built to export goods to the European Union may be forced to relocate to continental Europe, battering, bludgeoning, damaging Britain's economy. In addition, Scotland and Ireland are talking about pulling out of the United Kingdom altogether. They voted to stay with the European Union. That would leave England high and dry, naked and alone. But that's in the future. The fact is that Britain's economy is already damaged by the exit from the European Union. The morning the British voted to leave, the morning they took their vote on the Brexit and it became clear who was winning, the pound, Britain's currency, went down a startling 10%. The British stock market sank a sickening 8%.
I'm not sickened, really. I just, I mean, like, it's their country. I mean, they voted for what they want to do. I mean, like...
It can affect us, too.
I mean, sure,
It did a
but
little bit.
It's still whatever they want to do. I mean, if they don't want to be in the European Union anymore...
Right.
I ain't putting a fucking gun to their head and tell them, yeah, stay in there. Whatever I mean, like, the short-term economic effects, I mean, they're indisputable. They've already happened.
Let's skip to the part where he talks about Trump.
Okay. Long-term effects, who knows? I think when he leans
out
way
of
in.
the European Union. And Boris Johnson, too, may prove to be a con man and a fraud. In fact, he's been called a liar and a cop. If new European immigrants arrived in the Muslim nations at the rate of 1 million a year. And what would happen if many of those Europeans were determined to change the Muslim social structure and replace Muslim governments with secular democracies? The Muslims would never allow it. Not in 1 million years. And our Western intellectual elite would decry the European invasion of the Muslim lands as imperialism and colonialism. But that imperialism and colonialism is what's happening to us. Many Muslim immigrants to the West refuse to assimilate. They send home to the Middle East or North Africa for their wives. They believe in a form of Islam that says that in the long run, the current forms of Western government must be toppled and Sharia law must rule. That's
I don't know how to comment on a Howard Bloom video.
Agreed.
I'm trying to find an entry point here, and I every time I get my foot in the door, he slams it shut.
Yeah, it's kind of like when we had him on the show.
Yeah, he's pretty hard to interrupt.
Also, this was after he did his 1,000 push-ups.
His 1,000 push-ups.
Yeah, I guess we'll move on.
We should just have him on the show to talk about it.
I wanted to hear what he was going to say about Trump, because I'm guessing he doesn't like Trump.
I've read his Facebook statuses about it, so I would say he does not.
Okay. Okay, this is a guy we've had on the show before and laughed at, so this should be interesting.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Mr. Advice. I'm out here, as you see, in Walmart. I decided to do a video, start making my videos a little bit more entertaining, more outside, more social, I guess. You know, I'm inspired by people like...
Let me just say that standing in front of a Walmart does not make your video more entertaining.
Yeah.
No one's like, ooh, a Walmart. Ooh.
Yeah, there's nothing social about a Walmart either. Like, it's the most antisocial place on the planet. Nobody wants to speak to you. Everybody's ashamed to be there.
By the way, Patreon guest,
yes.
We have to remove you to make room for another Patreon guest.
All right.
We split the show into thirds today because we had 3 people that all wanted to be on today. So, all right. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, no problem.
Get lost, Chris, you piece of shit.
All right.
Boo. Boo.
So, yeah, before we continue with this video, here's this guy. We had him on before, and he didn't say one fucking word.
He said nothing. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even notice he was there until the very end, when he was like, "Hey, guys."
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, there's someone else in here.
It was after we went off the air.
Constantly making fun of speaking and as a
What?
What?
Can you not hear me?
Now we can.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So,
as a person who can't speak well, I mean, making fun of people who stutter and have it's just it's kind of mean.
Oh my god. Yeah. You can't talk. Just sit there, buddy. Just sit there and be quiet.
D6, Tom Green.
Oh, yeah.
You name it, my videos are going to only get better from here on in.
No.
All right, let's get this started.
Get started,
Our first
all right.
question comes from Anon Anarchy.
Anarchy?
He asked me, hey, Faded, I'm having a little problem. The other day I was at my girlfriend's house. She told me she was horny and wanted me to fuck her in the asshole.
Yeah?
I proceeded to slide in without any lube. She was moaning like crazy, then suddenly I felt something slimy on my penis. Before I could react, she pulled my penis and started licking her own slimy shit off my penis.
What the fuck are we watching?
Then she scooped more of her ass and attempted to feed me the same shit. I karate kicked her right in the face, then jacked off on her unconscious face. I left her there and we went home. She hasn't called me since. Could she be mad at me? What should I do? First of all, bro, this was sick. This is very sick behavior right here, especially by your damn girlfriend. All right, and you karate kicking her. This just made shit a whole lot fucking worse, bro. A whole lot worse.
Yeah, dude. Shouldn't have karate kicked that bitch. Shouldn't have karate kicked her. That's wrong, dude. That's some sick behavior, man.
All right, you're lucky she didn't press assault charges on your ass.
Uh-huh.
She hasn't called you since. I think you should end it with her. This relationship, it sounds like it's going nowhere.
Why is this all written out on lined notebook paper? Did he write all these questions himself?
I don't know.
Especially with all this slimy shit all over your cock, bro. From what I heard, you could get some kind of shit disease on your cock. I don't fucking know.
Shit disease.
Second question comes from PokerFan023. He asked me, hey, Faded, I have been going out with this girl for about a year now. And she is hot. She has a Gandalf fetish, as she calls it. Every time we have sex, despite how embarrassing it is, she makes me dress up as Gandalf and makes me say things like, you shall not pass.
Okay. I don't even know. I don't even know what to do with this.
She once tied me to the bed while I was dressed as Gandalf and started doing her business. But at the same time, saying 100 quotes from the Lord of the Rings, which
Yep.
He knows he's being trolled, right?
I don't think so. I'm not sure if he wrote all this himself.
Dude, bro, you gotta
he's-
get the fuck out of there, bro. Like that fucking, I've heard about this Gandalf fetish bullshit, bro. It's gonna go nowhere good. Hey, I would never dress up like a fucking wizard. Ever. Not even for Halloween, much less to be able to fuck my bitch.
Listen
Oh my
with
god.
Saruman, man.
me out a bit. What should I do? Should I dump her? I don't want to be in a relationship where I have to dress up all the time. Hell, dude, you need to dump this psycho bitch. You need to dump her. Because if you're not comfortable with dressing up with these, what do you call this, role play fantasy fetish, you gotta have the balls to tell her, hey, listen, fuck off, bitch. Like, I want to do my own thing now. You know what I mean? Fuck that shit.
Fuck
and our
that
last
shit.
question comes from Jonathan Roach. He asked me, hey, Faded, I need help. Don't we all, my friend? A few days ago, I was walking my girlfriend's dog in Elizabeth, New Jersey at 11 p.m. on Orange Avenue. Now, I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey, I'm not familiar with Orange Avenue. I think I may have seen it, heard of it, like in Irvington.
This motherfucker.
In Newark, but I'm not really sure about that. I'm not familiar with this place at all, and I heard it can be dangerous walking by yourself at night. As I was walking her dog, 2 black SUVs pulled up and 8 Asians jumped out with machetes and bats. They said, give us the dog and you won't get hurt. Without hesitation, I handed them the dog and they just took off. Let me tell you what them Asians did, bro. They're gonna fucking cook that dog, make fried shrimp and French fries out of that fucking poor dog.
Poor dog.
And they just took off.
Yep.
My girlfriend is depressed and her parents think I sold the dog for drug money. And don't want their daughter dating me anymore. What should I do? What would you do in this situation? First of all, you should have told the...
two black SUVs full of Asians with machetes, dude. Give us the dog or die.
Truth, buddy. Alright, and what would I do in this situation, bro? I wouldn't have put up with that. You know what I mean? Wouldn't have put up with that shit at all, bro. Alright, just tell the truth, be honest, you know? Simple as that. And that's all I gotta say for Mr. Device right here in Walmart, and that's it. Alright, people, peace out, let me know what you think. Later.
I fucking love this guy.
I love the audience that's trolling his ass more than I love him.
Oh
What?
my god.
Turn off the camera. Turn off the camera. Yep. Yeah. Turn that off.
What the fuck?
What's happening?
Is this gonna become the Blair Witch Project?
Okay. What is going on?
Wow. Okay. Well, that exists.
Here's a short video of Hillary Clinton reading the word sigh from her teleprompter.
Neat.
Sigh.
Good job, Hillary. Disappointed!
Yep.
It's like, okay.
Let's see, what else do we have here?
I think we already read that one. Or
This one?
No, the one below it. Unless it's a different one.
Oh, no, this is a different one. Yeah, let's play this one.
Yeah.
This is urine therapy, all right? This is used as part of the cancer flush diet, all right? And actually, urine is one of the most amazing, most beneficial drinks in the world, especially your own urine, made perfectly for your own body. And as far as for, I mean, you can do urine therapy, drink urine anytime you want, all right? It's healthy, it's safe, and what has happened has been filtered through your kidneys and your liver, and through your blood system, and therefore the vitamins and nutrients that your body couldn't absorb goes out your urine. All right. When you drink the urine, those vitamins and nutrients are bioavailable to your body, meaning more absorbable to your body. Bioavailable, very already filtered and refined and everything, so perfect for your body. And also, if you have cancer, all right, the cancer is still found in the urine, parts of the cancer, all right, and these parts of the cancer will actually act as natural antibiotics by drinking the urine.
Okay, antibiotics against cancer?
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
Yep.
And
You've got cancer. Just you need to start gargling your piss. Is what I'm saying.
Just drink it outright, because it's got vitamins in it. There's cancer antibodies in it.
That cancer refined out, bioavailable, and the antibodies produced from your intestines. Also, I mean, urine enemas, all right, where that's going to be another video.
Urine enemas?
Squirt piss up your ass.
Squirt your piss up your ass, dude. You didn't know life could be so good. You didn't know life could be so good, did you?
Urine enema, all right, but the urine, when you drink that urine, it goes into your intestines and actually acts as
Paul looks so disgusted.
Is an intelligence that makes antibodies.
Let's get to the part where he drinks it.
He's.
Man, what the fuck? Does he actually just freshly?
That's a lot of the vitamins and nutrients. Just like when you eat asparagus,
nice
you take
and
a lot of
warm.
vitamins inside inside your pee. When you pee, it'll be very yellow. That is the vitamins and nutrients. All right. Now, preferably, you like to take midstream of your urine. So you would pee out about that much, and then take the midstream and pee out a little bit at the end. But really, it doesn't really matter so much. It's just a little bit higher of a level to do it if you take the midstream, because that's the more purest stuff. Now, in the morning when you drink your urine, that is the number one.
In the morning when you drink your urine.
In the morning from sleeping, that will be the strongest urine.
A sentence that should never exist.
In the morning when you drink your urine,
also add water. All right, I'm going to take a little sip here.
Oh! Dude, he's fucking chugging it, dude. Ugh.
I just cringed so hard.
Oh, God.
And
I can taste it in my own mouth.
I mean, there'll be a lot of times I'll be going to the bathroom and peeing, and I'll be thinking, damn, that would taste good right now.
Oh my God. Okay, so this is proof that the human animal has run its evolutionary course. The moment we start drinking our own piss and squirting our own piss up our asses, that's it, right? It's over.
I know it sounds weird, but it's true. I'm being honest. It would taste good, it would feel good, and I feel better right now just from having that little sip. I'm going to drink the rest of this now, but what you can also do is with the enema here, we'll go into the urine enema. You can actually place the urine inside the enema bucket, or you can use an enema bulb. I think I got one right here to show you an enema bulb looks like. Here's an enema bulb. So you'd actually squeeze the enema bulb, stick it into the urine, let it fill up like that inside the urine, and stick this into your colon and press it in. Now, if you use these enema bulbs, you're going to have to use a lot of them because you're going to want about 16 to 32 ounces. A full enema is 48 ounces. This whole...
All right. TJ's traumatized, it looks like.
It's fucking disgusting.
That's no good. Don't give yourself urine enemas, please.
Yeah. Don't drink
Fresh.
your urine either.
Fresh from the tap, dude. He drank that shit fresh from the tap.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's no
it's
good.
time. It's time to end it all. That's it. It's
This
over.
This next one is the transgender mental rape of the heterosexual male.
Okay.
Peace and blessings, family. Sister Ajali. The sister who, Conscious Progress, she did a share this morning where she was talking about transgender mutilated beings who have the insanity to think that simply chopping off physical parts turns you into a woman, as if that mutilation can reach all the way down to the genetic level and change every single, spiral genetic.
Yeah, you're obviously an expert. Every single spiral genetic thingamajiggy with the gene stuff all in the goop inside you and stuff.
Description in every single cell, and that's not possible, and we all know that. It's
You don't even know what a DNA
cultural,
helix is called, so
sanction insanity.
Right.
And I had shared previously confessions from a form. Well, he called it, what did he call it, Snoopy, and the gentleman had chopped his Snoopy off. Can't grow
Snoopy?
back. And that's one of the problem, I think, as of
Have
this
you ever heard a cock referred to as a Snoopy?
Nope.
Me
That's the
neither.
first on me.
point, there have been 30,000 transsexual operations performed in the United States of America.
And you know what?
since,
Every minute of your life, from that first transition surgery to the last one that just occurred, has gone by like nothing ever happened. Why are you concerned with what people do with their own fucking bodies?
Yeah, it hasn't affected. I guarantee it's not affected you in the slightest. Other than, you just being upset about it for no reason.
the late 1960s, and they're encouraging it. The Jaffe Memo, which was written back in the 70s by Planned Parenthood, ordered by the United States government, suggests an encouragement of homosexual behavior to reduce the population. And so it would definitely...
Well, it hasn't been working because the population continues to just grow and grow unchecked. So their brilliant plan of foisting the homosexual agenda on everybody hasn't worked out. It hasn't yielded the results. So if anything, it's just a bad plan.
incredibly destructive to any potential, baby-making activities later on in life. If
Yeah, well, guess what? There's still plenty of other humans who can have babies.
Yeah, we're not fresh out of humans. I don't know if you've heard, but there's plenty of them around.
You might even say there's something of a surplus.
You're spending your whole childhood believing that you are the opposite sex. That's insane. I mean, you have had people in institutions who believed that they were Henry VIII. Nobody ever said, oh yeah, you're Henry VIII, all right. He's Henry VIII, he says so.
Yeah.
It's actually, and not to be pedantic here, but there are people who treat people with that kind of schizoaffective disorder by engaging them as the person they think they are. So once again, you're wrong.
Yeah, and not only that, if you're saying you're Henry VIII, that's a very specific claim. If you're saying that I have gender dysmorphia, I fucking look at my male body in the mirror and I'm disgusted because I feel as though it should be a female body, and I feel as though I'm the other gender. I mean, that's not a specific claim. It's not even really a claim of I am that gender, although most people do take it that far. It's really just a claim of like, I don't feel comfortable in this body. This doesn't feel like the sex that I am. Everything inside my mind is telling me that I should have a female body. Or maybe if you're a FTM, then you're you know, sitting there as a woman saying you should have a male body or whatever. But that's not a hugely specific fucking claim like I'm Henry VIII. You know, there was only one Henry VIII. He's long dead. So unless you believe in reincarnation, it's impossible for someone to be Henry VIII. It's not impossible for someone to have, you know, some sort of problem where their brain doesn't match their body. You know, there's plenty of fucking deformities, there's plenty of fucking mental illnesses, there's plenty of just personality traits that exist. So however you want to qualify it, it's not an outrageous claim.
Sexuality, especially starting with childhood, is highly plastic. And yeah, you can be talked into all kinds of insanity. And then as a result of that stress, you can make conclusions. Like, it's not natural for people to be murderers. But
it actually is.
Yeah.
Because of whatever information they took in, they conclude that they can't stop themselves, and then they become serial murderers.
Yeah, that's so common.
What are you going to say to me? I was born
And so applicable, too, because we all know that being transgendered is pretty akin to being a fucking murderer, so...
Yeah, you know, it affects you. It affects others to the same extent,
Yes,
too.
exactly. Innocent people.
That dude chopped his dick off and got some titties. Man, that's just as bad as if he murdered my family.
Yeah, let me reassess my fucking position in life, man. Somebody chopped their dick off. Woe is me.
It's almost like I chopped my dick off in the process.
Serial murderer. No, you weren't. But my focus on this is not how these people are not the opposite sex. I don't care how much they get chopped up. My focus is on, you know, I've been noticing that these mutilated creations are looking more indistinguishable from actual women on the surface. Because
Kind of just depends.
Yeah, yeah. It depends on how early they had the.
It also kind of depends on like their bone structure and a number of other things. Like, there's definitely some people for whom, you know, the transition would be easy. Like, if Paul was transgender, he's never gonna be a pretty woman, you know.
Nope.
There's never gonna be a point where it's like, man, Paul's really looking lovely, you know. Paul's always gonna look like that's some tranny over there. Looks like fucking divine or some shit.
Divine.
Let's just say I won't be getting any, you know, Vogue covers with "Call Me Paula" in quotes above my head.
they, you know, get Adam's apples removed.
Wait, what? I don't think anyone gets their Adam's apple removed.
I have heard that. Yeah.
Okay.
They get it
All
like
right.
filed down.
Fair enough. Filed down. Okay.
Yeah.
Just inject themselves up with hormones. They wear a ton of makeup, which is really a good case for us sisters to stop wearing makeup.
Yeah, stop wearing makeup because it's just helping the trannies to fool people.
Because that's the one state in which it's still very easy to tell if that's a man or a woman. There's just something about a transgender without makeup on where all the harshness comes out, and they, you know, that makeup really does matter.
All right. You know.
All of those, you know.
Insipid, ignorant, stupid, ill-informed, whiny, offended at nothing, garbage piece
Look
of
at her
shit
hands
human.
too. Look at her hands. I think she was a man at one point. Those are some big ass hands, dude.
Big old man hands.
Those look like man hands to me. This bitch is obviously a tranny in disguise trying to fool us.
Male looking lines and stuff. It's hard to describe, but that's part of the problem. This is a psychological sexual assault on heterosexual men who
no.
Oh my God, yes. I felt so assaulted knowing that there are people out there chopping their dicks off, man. I've never felt more under assault as a heterosexual man.
It's just like every day I wake up, it's like, geez, is anyone going to chop their dick off today? I hope not, because, man, I just feel so assaulted every time.
don't want, who really feel quite vehemently comfortable and want to be known that they're not having it. They're not interested in having sex with a man. It is insane to contemplate that these things are women, because it's more than just us, you know, having the physical features thereof. And this is what Sister Conscious Progress was talking about. It's more about
Sister Conscious Progress? Really? You go around calling yourself like Sister Conscious Progress, and what are you? What's her name again? Oh well. It was some other similar shit.
You know,
was that your birth name?
Visible things that, you know, can delight a heterosexual male's eyes. It's our energy.
So basically you're mad that there's trannies out there that look better than you? Is that what's going on?
That may be the root of all of this.
It seems like it kind of is. She's like, they deceiving men and with their wiles and such. She's like afraid, like, man, I ain't getting turned down by no man in favor of no damn tranny. Fuck this shit. I mean, look at her. No one's lining up to stick their dick in that.
It's true.
Next.
All right. I mean,
one more.
One more? Okay.
Yeah. One more time.
These are people claiming that the polls are skewed against Trump, so I'm sure TJ
I've heard
agrees.
this.
Let me ask you a question, Alex. Do you believe these polls that are coming out now, you know, that he's 10 points behind Hillary and so forth? What does your gut tell you?
I had a 30-minute conversation with Roger Stone yesterday.
It doesn't fucking matter what your gut tells you. I mean, like, these polls have a method to them.
No. We gotta go with gut. What does Alex's gut think? That's what really matters.
Quizzing him about another Trump insider inside the campaign that I talked to, and he confirmed a lot of what I was told, and it was so staggering that I wrote a bunch of notes and then I haven't even covered it yet. I was thinking about covering it next hour, writing an article about it, because, you know, you get a big story and you don't even know how to deal with it. It's so big. But he was confirming some of the internal polling they've done, showing that Trump's pretty much in a dead heat everywhere. If they just do a fair poll, you know, if they cast it the way Hillary's casting it the other way, he's like 10 points ahead. Right. And he went on to say in a lot of key states he's way ahead, but he said many people are so intimidated. People ask, why is the left out stabbing people? Why are they out attacking? Why are they beating up old ladies when it makes them look so bad? They don't care. They want to scare you away from coming out to vote. They want to scare you from saying you're for Trump. They've done their numbers. They've done their actuaries. So the truth is, from the polls they've done in focus groups, they're thinking upwards of 10 to 14% of people, whether they be Democrat or Republicans or non-voters, that mean, folks that have been out of the system for a while, that really Trump's going to win with a Reagan-style landslide. But they think Hillary is just trying to act like she's really winning.
There
and having the media
is literally no fucking way. There's no way.
No. A Trump landslide?
Yeah, like Reagan. Reagan won in one of the elections. Reagan won every state except for one.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
It is going to happen because the polls are all biased.
No fucking way.
Hillary has rigged the polls, y'all.
Well, now, I was just gonna say, TJ, set aside facts. What's your gut tell you?
My gut tell me that Trump gonna win in a landslide. It's gonna be a landslide for Trump.
Wow.
Trump gonna win everything. He gonna win all 50 states by 150%. Hillary ain't gonna get a single vote.
He may win.
Hillary ain't even gonna vote for her fucking self. That's how bad it is for Hillary. Even Hillary's voting for Trump.
Say it because they're looking at probably stealing the election.
Well, that is exactly what I have been saying now for some time. I believe that Trump can cause a political realignment in this country like we haven't seen since 1980. And I don't base it on the polls, because with the polls you've got to see
you have a mustache like I haven't seen since 1980.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Is that a mullet and a mustache on this dude?
He's from
Holy
the past.
fuck.
He's a time traveler.
I've been asleep since 1980. The day that Reagan was elected by a landslide, I went into cryogenic slumber awaiting the next landslide.
But also, exactly, people are scared to say they're for Trump. That's why I wear a hat, Donald Trump hat, when I'm downtown around communist areas, because I want to get it in their face, and they run in fear. Sorry, go ahead.
Right. My opinion has
Wait,
been...
so they run in fear. A minute ago, weren't they stabbing people in the street to intimidate them? But now they run in fear.
All you got to do is put a Trump hat on, and then they're like, whoa!
Shit, Trump hat. Don't fuck with that person.
Plus, I love how he's talking about communist areas in fucking Austin, Texas. Like, what?
Based on the...
I mean, there's so many places in Texas that are way more conservative that he could move to if he wanted. I don't know why he chooses to live in the most liberal part of Texas, but whatever.
The communist part.
Yeah.
Relationships,
That picture is
the
actually
experiences
from
I have with people.
But what happens if they do steal the election from them?
Sorry, what was that?
Well, I mean, if they steal the election...
from the 80s.
Is it? So where's the new picture of this guy?
Yeah, why would this guy use a
He
picture
looks
of
like
himself?
Dracula,
Dracula.
but he still has the mustache.
Dracula with a mustache. What?
I'm so lost.
I'm too.
From it's all over. I mean, America's over. Quite honestly, right? I mean, what can I do?
I agree. That's not rhetoric. We've really reached the point where it's do or die.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, no question about it.
Well,
Just
that
like
was
the
insane.
last election and the one before it, man. It's do or die this time.
All right, show's over, everybody. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you to our Patreon guests for fucking joining us and for supporting the show via Patreon.
We will be doing a post show after the next episode on Friday. No post show today.
No
'cause
post show tonight.
We
but
did two fucking shows today.
Yeah,
we're done.
We're fatigued.
Quick reminder to everyone that's still watching, Meetup Toledo, Ohio, Sunday, July 17th. No charge to get in. Anyone can come. Show up. We're going to show up in the rarest form possible. It's going to be pretty fucking amazing. And all sorts of drinks, all sorts of craziness. And who knows what the fuck will happen later on.
Not me.
I mean, it's going to be craziness.
People might die.
There's already over 100 people coming to this. Don't be a fucking loser.
Don't be one of the losers that doesn't show up.
Right.
You gotta come.
Yes.
We want 200 people.
Yeah.
We're only halfway there. Come on, guys.
Well, we still have like 3 weeks.
Yeah, get your asses RSVP'd. You gotta come. You gotta fucking come.
Yes, it must happen. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you on Friday.
See you Friday. Peace, y'all.